Hear me okay? What's going on, Moose, Carlo? So we got bad news for Fani Willis. And apparently, it looks like Fani Willis, the district attorney for Georgia, the Fulton County case against Donald Trump, the Georgia election case, it looks like Fulton County Fani Willis may actually be set up for a gag order. Okay. And what has transpired may actually shock you even for Fani Willis, guys. Now, if you're able to see and hear me okay, definitely let me know in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for always hitting the like button for the video. Thank you for sharing these videos. All right, let's go ahead and get started, guys. I hope you guys are doing very well on this Saturday morning. All right, so basically, this is bad news for Fani Willis, of course, that she may be set for a gag order. And that, of course, and there's also rumors that she may have committed a felony by recording someone in secret. Now, Fani Willis has time and time again embarrassed Judge Scott McAfee by specifically just kind of going against his orders, saying, basically saying, Judge, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. All right. She did it recently when she was told not to use the race card. You guys remember that? And then, of course, what did she do after that? Well, she used the race card. And it's obvious that, Fani Willis, she feels as if McAfee is below her, given how she's acted in court. However, Judge Scott McAfee has also opened up the possibility that could allow Donald Trump and his co-defendants to ask for a gag order on Willis, basically citing that she's possibly swaying the minds of potential jurors even before a trial is set. Now, many people say that the DA is just way too open about this case. She needs to be quiet. She needs to sit down. What do you guys think? Does Fanny Pack need to sit down? Does Fanny Pack need to be gagged? Does she need to keep her mouth shut? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Now, they're just saying that she's too open with this case. Now, it's kind of like she's just very comfortable sharing every detail that she can, which is in turn undermining the court's orders. Something that some experts believe is well within her rights as a prosecutor. You guys let me know what you think. Listen carefully to what she says here.
All right. What about the DA herself and these claims, right, which have been made for some time, that she does talk too much about the case?
Yeah, I think the district attorney's office feels like she's allowed to talk about certain things related to the case. She's allowed to say we're moving forward. She's allowed to sort of explain to the public where they are in such an important monumental case, especially because she's running for re-election and she needs to sort of tell her voters what she's doing for them. And this obviously isn't the only case on her docket. There's plenty of other things she can campaign on. But I think the district attorney's office feels like they are well within their rights to make some comments. She's not going out there and prejudging the guilt of the defendants.
Okay, so basically, I'm not really surprised from CNN. This was CNN, Sarah Murray. And are you guys at all surprised at this response from CNN? I know how much you guys love CNN. Yeah.
All the legal drama, there is more surrounding Donald Trump, looking specifically now at the election interference case in Georgia, where sources tell CNN some of the defense lawyers in that case are considering asking the court for a gag order against Fulton County DA Fani Willis. Willis has spoken at length about the case to the media and in other public appearances, and has been scolded by the judge in the case for making racially charged comments about it. CNN Sarah Murray is tracking it.
Yeah, so I got to ask you guys, do you agree with, that Willis hasn't gone out and prejudged the, Donald Trump and his co-defendants? Or do you think that Fani Willis has already decided, hey, Trump and all these other guys, all these other co-defendants, they're all guilty? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Or do you think Donald Trump and the co-defendants are actually going to get a fair trial? Because I heard an interview with Harrison Floyd, and I just can't imagine that they're getting a fair trial based on the information that is being shared with us. So anyway, if anything, she's shown that she's being, really defiant. Let me know what you guys are thinking. So anyway, she's showed this defiance. If you think about it, she showed it when She basically told Representative Jim Jordan that she doesn't care about their investigations. This is related to an email that was actually sent by the U.S. House Committee on the Judiciary, which zeroes in on the potential misuse of federal funds. And you got Willis. She's already faced something very similar when it came out that she and her ex-lover, Nathan Wade, went on expensive vacations that many people speculate were paid for by the people of Georgia. And in response to Jordan, Fani Willis, she wrote that nothing will derail her or her team from bringing this election interference case against Trump to trial. Now, of course, analysts, they've argued that Donald Trump has basically been derailing the case himself by stalling for as long as he can. Well, I mean, if I were not getting a fair trial, I'd be trying to derail it as well. And some critics of the former president are actually saying that he's only able to do this because he has the resources to do so. Well, if you got a lot of money, if you're a billionaire, I would think that you would have resources to be able to do this, right? It only makes sense. Now, question is, has any normal American citizen been subject to prosecution like this? I mean, we could probably go back to down the line of cases that he's facing, but let's just stick with Georgia for now, right? So the argument is that Donald Trump's an American citizen and he's protected by the First Amendment, meaning that he can pretty much say whatever he wants. Let me know if you guys disagree. Does the First Amendment not apply to Donald Trump, or should the First Amendment apply to everyone? Just let me know. Why would this be any different? None of us necessarily have to believe him, but that's the argument. Donald Trump should be able to say whatever he wants to say. Clearly, Fani Willis can say whatever she wants to say. Yeah. So now in New York, with AG Attorney General Letitia James, they're trying to make him pay almost $500 million for something that investors around the world, around the United States, are saying that is just this is something that's normal in the investment community, in the investment world, within the banking community. The banks are not complaining. The investment institutions that are providing the lending, the funding, the venture capital to get behind Donald Trump's businesses are supporting what he's doing. And disclaimers have been provided and proven to the court system, and yet an egregious fine was assigned. It just makes no sense. A crime with no victims. Although there have, things have changed, but you guys see the point. Granted, it's not $500 million that he had to come out of pocket today, but the judgment's still there. The bond requirement was dropped, but the judgment of $500 million is still the same. So it's just as screwed up as it always has been, really. But at least it's not requiring him Donald Trump to come out of pocket so much capital at the moment. But Trump is using the legal system to try to protect himself, which is a wise move. It's business strategy, it's self-preservation. And Donald Trump's not going beyond it, because if he did, we wouldn't hear the end of it, would we? Right? So it doesn't seem as though Trump's breaking the rules, as far as I can tell here. And just to kind of give you guys a trip down memory lane, a member of the Fulton County Election Board testified that they counted 147,000 mail-in ballots that didn't have their signatures verified. Did you guys hear about that? Let me know if you guys heard about that. Irene O'Brien said, didn't the water main break during the ballot counting in Fulton County turn out to be an intentionally clogged with paper urinal in a men's bathroom? I don't know. I didn't have that much detail on it, but comment down below, guys, if you guys know anything more about that water main break that took place in Fulton County during the 2020 elections, that interrupted the ballot count and all of that. Rosemary Johnson, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. And I just want to say happy Saturday to you guys. You guys are amazing. Timothy, finally, I get to be a part of the event. Good morning. Timothy from Las Vegas, Nevada. Awesome, Timothy. I'm glad you're able to finally join. I'm looking forward to being in Vegas soon enough. So maybe we'll cross paths. Anyway, so these votes that were counted in the 2020 elections, yeah, they were tied to the 147,000 mail-in ballots that didn't have their signatures verified. A little questionable, right? So was this a part of what Donald Trump was alluding to when he questioned the 2020 presidential elections? Possibly, right? I mean, and you guys should know that the same board member voted not to certify the 2020 presidential election because of this. I mean, he also said that they had more people in the active voter rolls than the entire population of Georgia. Kind of fishy, right? How do you have more votes cast than there are people to cast the vote? It doesn't make any sense, right? But let's go ahead and move on to a new accusation against DA Fani Willis. And no, it's not another brand new ex-lover this time around. It's actually something different. So this allegation is that Fani Willis illegally recorded a call between her and one of the defense lawyers in the Georgia case. Now, that's a big problem if this is proven true. So attorney Christopher Kachouroff, who's representing Harrison Floyd, says that Willis recorded a call between her and one of Kachouroff's colleagues without their knowledge. So this is a big accusation here. And we have to wait and see if it gets proven true or false. But he says that Fani Willis reached out to his, I mean, and this is like, wouldn't this be like kind of like entrapment or something like that? I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to follow this case and keep you guys updated. But I feel like if this is true, this would be something like entrapment. Roxy Loyala, thank you so much for the love. $10 super chat, big $10 super chat this morning. Actually, this afternoon, it's 1:46 p.m. right now, Eastern time, of course. But thank you so much, Roxy. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. So he says that Willis reached out to his colleagues from Maryland. Now, I have to give you the details on this one, okay? Right? So he says that the DA, Fani Willis, was rude and abrupt with him on the phone. Now, these are all allegations. Nothing's confirmed yet. And also without his knowledge, their conversation was allegedly recorded. Granted, though, that a majority of states have one-party consent laws. Are you guys familiar with this? The one-party consent law rule? So basically, this means that a conversation can be recorded so long as one person consents. But not all states have this law or have this rule. However, 11 states do not have this law. That includes Maryland, where they require the two-party consent. This is under the Maryland Wiretap Act. And Maryland is apparently or allegedly where this took place. So if the client or if the client didn't consent, if both parties don't consent, then it's technically not legal. And here's the thing, guys. So Kachouroff says that this is a felony in Maryland. And according to their law, recording a private conversation without consent from both parties is punishable by up to 5 years in prison. It's a long time. Yeah. And you can also be fined $10,000 to go along with your prison time. So should Fani Willis be sent off to prison? You guys let me know what you think on this one here. Now, this could very well have Willis disbarred and obviously removed from the Georgia case, right? I mean, let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Dorothy Spang says DEI didn't earn it. What's going on, Christopher? Hello from Florida. Willis is a straight up gangster, according to Christopher. Appreciate your comments, guys. Let's see. Pam Woodward says it's 1:46 a.m. where I am in Australia. Oh, wow. So you guys are like exactly like 12 hours ahead of us. I don't know if you're ahead of us or behind us. Pretty interesting, huh? So, yeah. Let me see. John Heald from Northwest Cape of Australia. Wow. It's wild how many Australian viewers I have. I appreciate the love, you guys, from down under. Appreciate that. I would love to visit Sydney, Australia one day. I really would. But anyway, so this could very well have Fani Willis disbarred and obviously removed from the Georgia case. Harrison Floyd, he jumped on X, Twitter. It'll always be Twitter for me. But anyway, Harrison Floyd, he jumped on X to comment that on this entire ordeal, basically saying that Fani Willis illegally recorded a call with his lawyer. And he then called the DA a DEI thug with a law license and asked, will anybody in Georgia stand up to her? Now, a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks basically saying that this is a jab at Judge Scott McAfee because it seems as though he's just kind of getting trampled all over on by Fani Willis doing whatever she wants to do. But yeah, so critics, they're also arguing that Fani Willis has shown extreme unprofessionalism by doing something like this. And it's kind of led some to believe that she believes that she is above the law. Even though she said no one is above the law. Well, is Fani above the law? But of course, that's just the optics that critics see in her. Now, a day after calling out the DA for allegedly illegally recording somebody from Maryland, Floyd, he then went and told Willis that she should recuse herself from the case. Either that or face time in jail. Now, it's important to note that Harrison Floyd is the only one of Donald Trump's co-defendants who faced jail time because of the Georgia case. Keep in mind, there were 18 co-defendants. He's the only black man in there, and he was the only one that faced any kind of jail time. So it makes you wonder what's going on with that. He was eventually let out of jail after a $100,000 bond was covered. Now, to date, we're seeing Willis basically dig herself deeper and deeper into a hole that she may not get out of. Now, we're still waiting on the decision to see if Willis is allowed to stay on the case or is she going to be removed. But, that has yet to be determined. However, with everything that seems to be going on outside the courtroom, a lot of people speculate that it's only a matter of time until Fani Willis is removed. But what do you guys think about this? Has Fani Willis acted honorably during her time as a prosecutor? Would you vote for Fani Willis again to remain the DA? Because she's up for re-election in Fulton County. But I'm gonna leave the judgment to you guys. What do you guys think? Let's see. LP On Call says Fani for president and Letitia for VP. Whoa, can you imagine that? I don't know if you're serious or joking, LP. But what do you guys think about Fani Willis for president and Letitia James of New York City for vice president? Oh my God. Oh my God. Gina Doran says exactly why was her dress on backwards? Catalia says no. Oh my God. ES says she's selling bed sheets and cups. Oh wow. Oh my God, the internet wins again. Oh man, Isaac Hayes, what's going on? Lamoses, Texas. We got Christopher, Aussie. Yeah, so yeah, this is where we're at, guys. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for always hitting the like button. How many people we got in here? Man, we got 1,100 people in here. This is crazy. We got 1,100 people in here, but we don't have anywhere near 1,100 likes. Where's the love, you guys? Do your boy a favor, drop a quick like for the video. I know it only takes a second. It might not seem like it matters, but it does matter. It feels good to know that you guys actually care about me doing these lives and bringing you this content, bringing you the updates. Also, April 8th is right around the corner for the solar eclipse. I did a video on it I released a video on this early this morning, so make sure you guys are ready for April 8th, 2024. If you haven't already checked out that video, make sure to check out that video right after this one. It will be you'll see it. It says I think it's like April 8th warning. There's some information in there that I think you guys should be aware of. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for all of my new members. We have so many new members in here. It's ridiculous. Okay. I just want to thank all of you guys for subscribing. Thank you for sharing these videos. Thank you for your super chats, all of our new members, and I'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye.